Hey guys, it's Rosie or Top of Bricks here with another video. Today we're going to be going through my selections from the current, modern and attainable Lego Harry Potter figures which I believe are going to see a rise in value over the next few years. I'm basing these opinions based off some of the past examples of what similar figures have done in the past, but also some technicalities which I'll explain of course when we get to them. So without further ado, let's start off this list. Starting off the list we have Moaning Myrtle from Season 2 of the CMF series. I believe that this figure will certainly go up over time as she's quite cheap on Bricklink at the moment due to her being still widely available in retail stores, but I think once this CMF wave has retired she's going to be quite desirable in the future as she's such a great minifigure. She's unique in the fact that she comes with a transparent stand piece to give her the impression that she's floating. This topped off with the perfect capture of the pearly blue tint which she has in the movies just makes this a great figure today and going into the future. The next figure on this list is going to be Filius Flitwick. This figure is included in just a Hogwarts Moments Charms class set, so this Hogwarts Moments book is rumoured to retire at some point this year. If you want more information on this, check out my Sets to Retire video in the description below. But on this Filius Flitwick figure, it is the only version of Flitwick to date made by Lego to represent what Flitwick looked like in Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. All the other versions of Flitwick represent the later iteration of the character, and this is the reason why I think this figure will likely rise in value. Next up on this list we have Dolores Umbridge from the Bricktober pack. Funnily enough, the most expensive Lego Harry Potter minifigure is a variant of Dolores Umbridge, that being unique to the 3rd edition of the Hogwarts Castle released in 2007. I actually have a video regarding the most expensive Lego Harry Potter figures, so if you'd like to see that then check out the link in the description below. This Bricktober pack edition is not so easy to get. It was released as a Barnes & Noble exclusive as there is no Toys R Us in the US or the UK. In Germany, the Bricktober pack was free with any Lego purchases totaling €40 or more, and it was available to purchase for €15, but this set was only available in Germany from August 27th to September 2nd, 2018. I think the rarity of this figure will be the driving force behind the price in the future. It's a unique variant of Umbridge, which I see as a superior version to the one we got in the Umbridge encounter set. This Bricktober pack version is more detailed and represents her more iconic dress wear. And even though you can still get this figure for around $10 now, I think that will start to rise quite substantially in a few years' time. So next up on this list is Nearly Headless Nick. The reason I personally think this figure will for sure rise in value is due to the fact that this is the only Lego Harry Potter figure for I believe 16 years now to be glow in the dark. This Nick figure is a complete redesign to the one we saw in the Great Hall set back in 2018. The printing is very similar, but the previous version was light and dark grey with the 2021 version being white and green. I hope that we get the other 4 Hogwarts ghosts as glow in the dark figures in the future. For our next figure on the list we have Minerva McGonagall. This figure in my opinion is one of the greatest Lego Harry Potter minifigures of all time. The printing on this figure is just exceptional as it's jam-packed with detail. The figure of course came in the Transfiguration Hogwarts Moments book, and the thing is with those books is that the appeal for those sets are just the minifigures, as the builds we get aren't particularly great in my opinion. So what that would mean is most people are spending that $30 not for the set but for the minifigure, and that's a lot of money for just a minifigure, and that may explain why these Hogwarts Moments sets are getting such a short lifespan. But of course a short lifespan means limited purchases, which means a likely upwards trend in the aftermarket value. Next up on our list is Gildaroy Lockhart from the 2020 Diagon Alley set. This minifigure is unique to the most expensive Lego Harry Potter set ever made. This is of course a driving force behind its price as this figure is already at $20 on the aftermarket, but the main reason I foresee a steady increase in price for this figure is down to his unique dress wear. He only wore these violet robes in Diagon Alley, so we should only see this figure return in another Diagon Alley set, which won't happen now for many years. We may see other versions of Gilderoy Lockhart in other Hogwarts Castle expansions, but in Hogwarts he would always wear bronze robes, not the robes he wore in Diagon Alley. Now next up we of course have the Lego Harry Potter 20th Anniversary Golden Figures. Now just to make clear, I only think certain golden figures will go up to this price. Figures such as the Voldemort and the ones we're getting in the upcoming D2C set. If you want more information on that, check out the link in the description below. So yeah, these figures are obviously collectible, and figures such as Voldemort for example are going to be more rare as he's in a more expensive set than say Golden Harry who's just in the girls bathroom set. I can definitely see the next generation of Lego Harry Potter fans going back and picking up these special collectible figures for an inflated price on the aftermarket in 5 to 10 years time. And finally, the last figure, or group of figures I should say rather, on this list is the Hogwarts Founders. These figures are unique to the Hogwarts Castle microscale set, which retails for an eye-watering £350 or $400, and these are the only 4 figures that are provided in that set. I'm assuming these figures will be amongst the most expensive in the future due to the fact that right now these figures are priced between $20 and $25 each in new condition on Bricklink, and that's taking into account the microscale Hogwarts set being on sale now for 3 years and is still on sale. Also, this set could be retiring soon. I'll leave a link in the description down below if you want to see more on that. So if you want to add these figures to your collection, now is the time to act. So that about wraps up this list. Let me know down in the comments below which figures on this list do you own. Make sure to like and subscribe to see more awesome Lego Harry Potter content. It's been Rosie or Top of Bricks signing off. Goodbye.